I think I know everybody, but I'm Jackie. Jordan, Jalen are my nieces. Ada's my sister. But I really wanted to take the opportunity to have Carla talk to you guys. I think when you can surround yourself with people who have reached a level of success that Carla has, it's inspiring, it's motivating, but you don't often get this opportunity. Like for Carla to come to Lapwai and work with the kids at the elementary school, and then come here and take time to really talk to you guys, like it's special. And I want you guys to understand that it is a special time to be able to hear her journey, because how many other people like have sat in a room with 10 people with a U.S. Olympian? Like nobody, right? So Carla, like her journey is amazing. Well, what I love about Carla is she's dedicated to giving back. She doesn't want to share her skills and share her story and keep it to herself, and doesn't want other people to succeed. She wants other people to succeed. She wants all of you to succeed. And I guarantee you, if you left right now, if we all left right now, and in 6 months you call Carla and be like, hey Carla, can I get some workouts? Or I'm looking at the school, or promise you she would help you. Like that's just the type of person Carla is. So Carla played for the University of Tennessee. You guys are probably too young to know, but Pat Summitt, probably one of the hardest coaches on planet Earth. And she can tell you some stories about that, about losing a game and wearing her jersey home because they played like trash and they went home and practiced more in college. I mean, to play Division I basketball is a big deal, but at that level, Division I basketball, she made it to the Final Four 3 out of 4 years, won 2 national championships, and she won a gold medal for Team USA. So her resume on the court is amazing, but what I love Carla for is her resume off the court, is giving back and inspiring the next generation of kids, and that's all you. But listen to what she says, because I was you guys before. I heard speakers come in and be like, I'm so tired of speakers, I'm so tired. Like, I was there, I was you guys. But I'm telling you, just take something, one thing away from her talk or what she says, and I promise you it'll make a difference in your lives, okay? So without further ado, Miss Carla McGhee.
All right, ladies, how y'all doing? Good. I mean, like, Jackie said a lot of things, and people who Google me, the Wikipedia, whatever, they say a lot of things, and I can honestly say when I was y'all age, I wasn't subscribing or aspiring to be in Google, on Google or Wikipedia or anybody's record books. I just wanted to get out of Peoria, Illinois. That's where I'm from. It's a small town in Illinois. I mean, it's a little bigger than y'all. It's small. Like no one in my family went to college. And if they did, it was like a 2-year college, right? Everybody worked for like Caterpillar, in like warehouses. Like everybody did honest living. They worked hard. They went places and they worked places for 30 years and they retired. And I just felt like I was different. I was like, number one, I want to get out of this cold weather because it snowed there, and like they ain't canceled school. They just gave you a little late slip. And I didn't see a lot of people around me like own businesses or just like aspire to do a lot. Like people just did what everybody else did. You do what you do to survive. And it was something within me that said I wanted more. I wanted to go to college. My biggest deal was I want to buy my own car. I'm gonna have my own spots. My mom can't be telling me what to do and what not to do because it's my career, right? Like that really started all of this. And so I say all that to keep in mind, I wanted all that, y'all, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I started basketball in 8th grade, right? And because I was tall, the coach came in, I walked down the hall, the coach said, you play ball? I was like, no. And he was like, you want to play? I was like, well, maybe. And a lot of the reason was I started playing ball, I wanted attention. So I didn't really get a lot of attention. Like, I'm adopted. So I was kind of confused by that. Like, okay, so I got these other siblings that was able to stay with my mom, but I didn't. I bounced around from your grandmother's house, your aunt's house, and then my godmother adopted me. So I say all that to say, like, I kind of had trust issues. Anybody got trust issues? little anger, like, yo, talking about set it off. Sister set it off. Like, it wouldn't take nothing. Like, why you touch my bread? Like I'm like, it's bread, Carla, it's bread. Like, chill out. Like, so like, I didn't realize it. I just was like, that's my MO, right? So, in the top of all that, I was lazy. Like, I wasn't nasty lazy. Like, my room wasn't like just terrible. Like maybe clothes here and there. Some of y'all got a terrible room. I can tell right now, y'all like, yeah, that's me. But I was lazy in the sense that I was smart, but I didn't like to study. So I was like a B student. So if I'd have studied, I probably would have been a straight A student. But I was like, hey, it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And like people, like I didn't know how much people sacrificed for me until I became an adult and a parent, and I had to sacrifice for my child. Now I'm like, wow, they made this parenting thing look easy. It's kind of hard, but like, I just felt like I'm supposed to get the newest gym shoes to come out. I ain't asked to be here. You brought me here, so you need to put them gym shoes on my feet, right? So that was my thinking. So it goes back, played basketball, 8th grade, found out I was pretty doggone good, right? Go to high school, only freshman in Peoria, Maine. Peoria, Maine is like kind of like y'all, powerhouse. They went state every year. Like every sport, boys basketball, football, volleyball, track and field, like powerhouse. I go to Peoria, Maine, out of district. I take 2 buses and walk 6 blocks to get to school because that's how bad I want to go to school, right? Because I was like, I'm determined to get out of Peoria. So I go to school. I'm the only freshman that starts. You would have thought that I'd have been a little, humble, right? Oh no, head got bigger than me. I was like, so the seniors was like, this is how we do it. And I was like, that's how y'all do it. Y'all got me. I'm here now. It's like, I was just good. It wasn't because I was good because I worked hard, because I didn't work hard. I was good because God gave me a natural ability. Like, for 5 years, y'all, I did a right-hand layup off the wrong foot. I did spin moves. I couldn't do anything that I was supposed to, like a normal layup, couldn't do it. Finger roll all day long. Spin move all day long. Like, take a charge, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't playing no defense. I was going to block a shot. And it wasn't until I got to college I realized that I was so fundamentally inadequate. Like, I was terrible, but I was good. So I went through high school from my freshman year. You make what, all city, all conference, stuff like that, right? You get all those awards. By my sophomore year, I was like all state. Now I'm getting this national attention. So in my junior year, like you get invited to these different camps. Like there was this camp called BC All-Star Camp, Jordan Camp. You had to have an invitation. It's like everybody from all over the place, like Vegas, California, Texas, Chicago, New York. Only certain people got invited. So I started getting all this down. I was like, whatever. I was just like, it's like, you not going? I was like, no, I'm not going. So then, going into my senior year, into my junior senior, I decided to go. Baby, y'all, there was some girls there that were ballers. I was like, oh my God. Like, I'm not the stuff at this stuff. So like, I don't know if y'all ever went through, like, I immediately start second guessing myself. Like, my confidence, like, y'all all cocky at school. I stepped in that gym, and y'all, we hadn't even played yet, but like, have you ever walked in the gym, people just walk in the gym like, what's up? Like they the stuff? I almost cussed, I'm sorry. Like they the stuff? Like that's how these girls was walking around, and I was like, oh man, like what am I gonna do? But I'm still good, but y'all, I allowed the way somebody walked in the gym to just alter how I was thinking, right? So I'll never forget, I met some more like people who end up going on to college being All-American, end up being my friends to this day, in that gym. And I remember one of them, Tanya Evans and Franthea Price, they both from like outside of Detroit. And I'll never forget, they was like, so you're Carla McGhee. And I was like, yeah, we heard a lot about you. So then I was like, so you did. Yeah, so what you hear? See, then they was like, yo, so you supposed to be this big ball from Illinois? And I was like, yeah. So then this chick from New York came over, she's like, y'all can't ball, y'all not do nothing. And immediately I just got back in my shell again. Like I immediately let my confidence go out the door because this chick was talking trash to me, right? So why am I saying this? I'm saying this to say, you gotta believe in yourself more than the next person believing in you. Like your parents, your coach, everybody can believe in you, like forever. But you the one gotta get on that court and understand, if you don't believe in yourself, that belief that they have in you, it's not gonna carry you to the finish line. It's not. I don't care what nobody tell you, it's not. And like I tell my son, because he's an athlete, I was like, I can want it for you, but I can't get it for you. Does that make sense? And so the thing is, I look at y'all and I'm like, well, the school is known for champions. I don't know how y'all play. Like, I'm excited I get to come to the game tonight and see how y'all play, right? I don't know how y'all play. But what I can pick up on is when people are confident. I don't care if you have a terrible game, you still want the ball in your hand. I don't care if you 0 for 18. Hammer that thing. Like, you still gonna believe in your shot, right? I don't care if y'all on a 5-game losing streak. If you love this game, you still gonna show up like you're 5-0 instead of 0-5. Like, those are the things that people just can't take from you. And y'all, I didn't learn any of that at your age. It was when I went to college, so I'm gonna back up. So, went to this camp, did work. First day started slow, I ain't gonna lie, because everybody was in my head. I was looking around like, oh, she good, like, she like 2 times this, 3 times that. Like, so when I was on the court, I let them in my head. I couldn't even do my game, and it wasn't until like we were eating dinner and they was talking about, yeah, we heard you all this and that, you gotta show us. And it was like, mom called me, was talking to a friend, and it's like I got pepped up enough to that next day, and I showed out. I clowned. Breaking ankles, shooting. Well, we weren't really shooting threes, then long twos. Long twos. Like, doing all of that stuff, y'all. And it was like, that camp helped me understand that this is going to be my ticket. This is going to be my ticket to get me some education. Because my parents, they flat out told me, you waiting on us to pay for school, you're going to be over here at ICC, which is a community college, 2-year college. That's the best we can give you. And I was like, no, I knew I needed at least 4 years. I needed to get a good degree, so I was thinking I was gonna be an engineer at the time, but that didn't work out, y'all. But anyway, I digress. So from that point, I knew I had something special. Like, I can play this game, and I can get a scholarship. I ain't gotta worry about my parents taking care of me because I can take care of myself. So from that point on, I'm not gonna say my attitude got any better because it didn't. I'm not gonna say I worked harder because I didn't. But I did believe in myself more. Now that's one thing I can say I did. Like, everything else was still the same. Like, that wasn't changing, man. So going into my senior year, I was in all the newspapers, on the news, they coming out. So now I'm that cool chick at school. Everybody want to be my friend and stuff. So, I like that too. I like that. I like that attention. So every college in the United States recruited me. So like, y'all, bags and bags and bags and bags of letters and like, cause they had these campaigns and like everything. And so like when I was being recruited, you still had your 5 visits, but you could like take some early, like before the season started, and you could take some after. Oh baby, I made that thing stretch. I liked attention so much. I was like, I was like, oh, you gonna sign early? No, I'm gonna go the distance. I started that recruiting process, they start like August or whatever. People mostly sign October, November, early signing period or whatever. I like the attention. So I took a couple visits, so then picked it back up after basketball season, which is March or April. But the thing I didn't do, y'all, I didn't do my homework. I told everybody, because I'm from Illinois, I'm not going anywhere where it's cold. So that eliminated about 20, 30, maybe 40 states. But I kept talking to them because I liked the attention. They kept calling me, I'm like, oh, I like this. So I took visits, and I never forget, I took visits. And then my criteria for school was like, I want to be an Olympian, I want to be All-American, I want to win national championships. So that was easy because I just looked at the top 10 schools in the country that had been going to the Final Four every year. So you get 5 visits, so I was basically like, they came in the house, they do their home visits, they try to woo you, and I was like, okay. So I'll never forget, Jody Conrad, who was at Texas, and Pat had someone who was at Tennessee. Those were my last visits. I didn't get a chance to see them in practice. Like, I didn't get a chance to see them hollering at the players or how hard they work. So I was like, okay. So I went and partied. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God, I had so much fun with the sororities and fraternity. I was like, so I had so much fun in Tennessee. I was like, this is where I'm going. Man, this is what life is gonna be like. I'm gonna do it. Well, I got tricked. I tell people I got that. We had our first day of practice. It was hard. It was like garbage cans on every corner. People were throwing up. I was one of them. Like, you know, like they give you this thing in the summer for you to work out. I just thought that was leisure reading. I ain't do nothing but workouts. So when we got to campus, I never forget. First day we got to campus, Pat said, we're going to do a fun run. I said, okay, I'm thinking like a lap. Okay, yeah. She said, we're going to do a fun 5-mile run. I said, what is fun about 5 miles? So, and I remember telling her, I said, black people don't do distance. And she said, we don't do color. So I was like, oh, crazy. The next week, the track team, who won a scholarship for track, right? They're indoors running and working out because it's raining. Guess where the basketball team was? On the outside track running. And I was like, I'm saying to myself, I was like, Lord, please give me pneumonia. Like, please, like, I just wanted to get sick. And I never forget, I was like, Pat, you know, I'm always speaking up because, you know, I'm from, so, you know, Tennessee's kind of in the South. And me and Tanya, we were the first kids they brought in from the North. Tanya's from outside Detroit, and I'm from outside Chicago, right? So we're a little different. So we're bringing in, so I was like, Pat, why are we running in the rain? She said, because I bought you ponchos. So I was like, who told you to buy us ponchos? I was like, the track team. She's like, does the track team win national champions? I mean, do they win? Are they at the Final Four every year? I was like, all right. So I ran. So y'all, besides me getting there, learning how to work, because I didn't know how to work. You would think if you're good, you know how to work. Like, some of y'all don't know how to work. It's a fact. You know why I'm saying you don't know how to work? Because some of y'all never pushed your body to where you felt like it was going to give out on you. That's learning how to work through it. And I never forget, my coach used to always say this, and I say, if she say this one more time, I'm probably going to slap her, y'all. In my bubble. I ain't never let that come out. It was in my bubble. But she used to say, the body is an amazing thing. Let it be amazing. So I'm sitting there saying to myself, I'm about to die, and you're talking about how amazing this body is. And I want to hear that. So, but anyway, and it's true. And then you have people like Kobe Bryant who should say, if you train your mind, the body will follow. So I was saying to myself, well, why my mind telling me I want a Twinkie and my body is telling me I'm hungry. So you know, I just couldn't get that. But I say all that to say to y'all is like, it is so important for you to believe in yourself and in the body that God gave you. Like, y'all sitting here, y'all represent a program that's known for winning. When people see that they gotta play you guys, you know what they probably say? Like, yo, this team is tough. Like, you've already intimidated people without you walking through the door. Then you walk through the door, and you do your layup line, and you smiling, having fun, and you do it. Then they're just like, how can they be this good and just so relaxed? Like, you like lose confidence in that minute, and you don't really know it because you walked into a program that is equipped with pushing out winners. When you walk into a gym and you see banners, that represents something. Walk into some of them gyms, see how many banners you see besides the cute little pictures. Those are not banners. Those are my banners. So you gotta understand that it's almost like your job to uphold the legacy. You understand that? Like, you can't come in here freeloading off the people that came before you. Like, they came before you to start the program. It's your job to contribute, put in as much as possible, and then lay down the foundation for the young ones. Like, you got 4 freshmen, right? How many classmen got? How many seniors we got? Anything? Okay, and then how many juniors? Okay, so like, you were on a team with some badasses too, right? Excuse my friends, like they could play, right? They did some championship. So it's your job to instill it in the younger ones. So then it's like a domino effect. And I say all that to say, I had that at Tennessee and I didn't know. I went to Tennessee. Why did I go to Tennessee? Because they were winners. Why did I go to Tennessee? I wanted to be an All-American. Why did I go to Tennessee? I wanted to be in the Final Four, but didn't understand what I needed to contribute. It's easy to go someplace and get the fly gear and people know you. It's the hard part when you got to show up and practice. You got to get better. Because when you get better, now the team is better. That's the hard part. And everybody don't want the hard part. Who wants everybody want the glitz and the glamour. Like, everybody want game day. You ready for game day, right? When practice coming around, you be like, oh, yeah, you don't feel it. Hamstring. I don't feel like it. Yo, I hated practice. Like, I hated practice. I was like, Allen Iverson, practice. Because in the game came, the lights came on, like I was ready, right? Practice, but I had to find out that's how you gotta learn to work. You work hard and practice, so games are fun. And so, y'all, I went through this evolution where I came to Tennessee one way as a freshman. By the end of my freshman year, we were national champions. I was on the USA Jones Cup team. We went somewhere, I want to say Taiwan or somewhere. We won a gold medal representing USA. Came back, got that same book, but y'all, I didn't just read it. I did them workouts, right? I was in shape, you know, just like committed. Had rode the bench long enough. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I rode the bench the first 6, 7, 8 games. We were lying, telling my parents, you know, back then we didn't have internet. I'm aging myself low. So my parents couldn't find out what we were doing. They relied on me or a newspaper, and I was like, oh yeah, my double. I'm killing it on the bench, ain't been in a game. But because I live about 4 or 5 states away, they ain't coming, they don't know. So it was around Thanksgiving, and I remember we were playing in Iowa, University of Iowa. My parents gonna come down, it's only like 2, 3 hours away from where I live. And I remember, y'all, I worked my butt off that whole week before. Like, Patton was like, who is this chick? Like, I was early to practice, late to leave. I mean, talking, saying stuff, but before I would be like, well, nobody was gonna be late because we gonna run, but I was like barely there, wasn't saying nothing in practice. And then the fact that I knew I was gonna get to play in front of my parents, so I had to put in a whole good week practice. So in my mind, I need to play. First half went by, I didn't get in. At halftime, that second half came in, I got in about the last 3 minutes. I was so mad because I was like, I done worked hard for a week. A week, 7 whole days, right? A week. I done blew about 30 other weeks, but I don't care, that's in the past. In the past, right? So, I never forget, after the game, my dad was so mad. He's like, I'm gonna have a talking pet. I said, Dad, no, let's leave her alone. You know, because I was like, you know, she just having a bad day. I ain't worried about it because I'm trying to I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this lie. I don't talk, I've been lying. And I never forget, Pat and my dad had a talk. When he walked over there, I knew I had been exposed. I said, oh, this ain't gonna be good. He said, so, you just been lying to us? You've been half working? And he said some other little colorful words we won't talk about. And I was just like, yeah. And I remember telling my dad, I said, Dad, I'm sorry I disappointed you. I said, but I know now what it takes. So it was another one of my aha moments, right? So from that point on, I had great time. Like, I didn't start until like the end of the year, but I got, you know, I started, and then I remember the Final Four. I was big in the game before, and then in the championship game, my coach did something that just I didn't understand at the time. Like, she played a lot of upperclassmen before she played me, and I was like, hold on, all right, I took this box. They gonna sit right back down. Like, I didn't understand it, y'all. I'm being so real with y'all. I'm being so transparent. I remember this like yesterday. The game before, I don't help our team get to the championship game, and now you ain't gonna play me that much? Because we wanna play some upperclassmen? And you know, Pat was like, they put in their dues. You know, they're going to the Final Four. We're in a championship game. They're gonna be national champions. She's like, you got 3 more years. I said, I don't care about 3 more years right now. But it helped me understand about being a good teammate and understanding when she was talking about the upperclassmen. So I did play. I didn't play as much, but they got to play. And they hadn't played because I came in and took a lot of playing time. They had sat the bench, and they never complained. They cheered and everything. They were happy for me. And I couldn't find it in my heart because I was just like selfish. And I was like, oh. But I understood why our program was so good. Because we're only as good as our weakest link. And it was something about our upperclassmen, they always sacrificed. They worked hard every day in practice. They didn't get to play. They went out there pouting. So I say that because it's another aha moment. So I had all these aha moments my freshman year that made me come back. Like, y'all, I'm in shape, feeling like a winner because I won a gold medal for the United States. I've got a national championship ring. And just great. And a week before preseason, we were going over to Booster's house to eat. I never forget, it was a guy basketball player who was driving, and it was me and it was my suite mate. We were going over there, and then we were in a 5-car accident. I don't remember anything about the accident, y'all. Like, nothing. It's the craziest thing. Like, I don't remember anything. But the thing was, and I say this, if you ever get a chance to watch, they did 30 for 30 on us, ESPN, and it's still streaming. If you ever get a chance to watch 30 for 30, it's called Dream On, and it's 3 parts, and the 3rd part is just about me, and it shows. That was my first time seeing all the wreckage, me being on what you call those things? The stretcher, yeah. That, because they took the jaws of life and pried the car open and pulled me out, right? That was my first time seeing all of this information, which was incredible. So I digress. But anyway, it's in a 5-car accident. I broke every bone in my face. My chin was in my ear. So yeah, like that's how distorted my face was. So they had to basically cut me underneath here, pull your skin up, and they put wire in my face, the jaw and the teeth and all that stuff. And then I had a hole right here. And so I had brain, I was in a coma for 47, almost two days or whatever. I had some brain, different things going on. I had a hole in my voice box, this raspy, lovely voice. When I go through the drive-thru, they'd be like, well, that'd be all sir. And I'm like, dude, I'm a chick. But anyway, I digress. And then I broke my hip, right? And they told me that I'd never be able to walk again, right? So they said, if you walk again, you're gonna have a severe limp, so you would not be able to run, right? So playing is just off the table. The best we can try to hope for you is that you just be able to walk again with a cane, right? So I was like, okay, that's a lot, especially, because I've been one way, now I made this 180 and I'm a better person. I've been in shape and now it's all taken from me. And I say this to tell y'all this, so basically, all this talking was not done in front of me. I did it with my parents or whatever in a different room or whatever. And when my parents came, and I knew I was pretty bad because they wouldn't let me look in the mirror. They covered all the mirrors. And then when people come in the room, people be like, hey girl. I was just like, I might look pretty bad. Right, but, and that's like, everybody did it. They come to, oh, girl. So I knew I was bad. But anyway, when I was by myself, I never forget this. And this is the God honest truth. We be making promises with God, like, God, don't get me out of this, I promise. I used to lie a lot to God. Yeah, I used to lie a lot, like, Lord, get me out of this, and I go right back doing the same thing, right? But I was like, God, I'm serious. I was like, because I couldn't walk or talk, right? I couldn't walk or talk. My mouth was wired shut. When you break your hip, you can't sit up. It's just like, there's a lot of stuff you find out what you can't do with a broken hip. I was like, wow, who knew this? But anyway, I was like, Lord, if you let me walk again and talk again, I'll just be a better person. I'm gonna go to class, I'm gonna work hard, I'm gonna treat people better, I'm just gonna be a better person. That was my own thing. I didn't ask to play ball again. No, because that's really? Ain't nobody think about that. I'm trying to think, can I ever walk again? Can I ever talk again? Can I ever move my mouth? And y'all, after, probably I think I was in the hospital for 6-7 weeks, and then they transferred me to Illinois, so I had to drop out of school or whatever. So this happened in October, first week of October. So by the time school started again, which is the middle of January, I was back in school. I was in rehab. I missed that year. We went to the Final Four again. They didn't win. I keep saying I'm the reason because I was there with them. Second year we didn't, but anyway. So I worked really hard, y'all, and I went from learning how to sit up, learning how to walk on the bars, from your wheelchair to crutches to cane to just walking, and then jogging and running. I did all that time, so by the time the following year when it was October, like I wasn't fully back, but I was back. By the time we had our first game, I had won my starting position, right? And this is from not 1, 2, or 3, but 4 specialists telling me I never walk again. So like, I am one of those people, like, I don't know why or how I made it out of that 5 car accident. Because you see the cars, it's like how she do it. And then to go back and defeat what everybody said I couldn't do, it wasn't me. That's how I tell people, that's God. There was a reason that I made it. Maybe it's because now I get to be in front of you guys and help you guys be like, well, I don't want to go through everything she went through to get this lesson. I don't know, but I came back, got my starting back. We won another national championship. Right, not too far from you guys, it was in Spokane, Washington. And then I went on to play every USA basketball team, went on to play professional basketball for 12 years, and then, of course, the Olympics, and went on to have my own business, college coach at South Carolina with Dawn Staley, Temple, and Auburn. Like, I went on to do all those great things that a kid that was from Peoria, Illinois, that had a terrible attitude, a poor work ethic, but she had talent. And I had people in my community fighting for me that I didn't even know. I had people believe me that I didn't even know, that I probably didn't deserve. But I went from there to here, and it's never because of me, you guys. Like, every award I got, I didn't get individual awards. The awards I got was because I was a part of teams, because I was a good teammate. Like, yeah, in high school when I was All-American, those are individual awards, or when you make the All-SEC, those are individual awards, but if I wasn't on a good team and I didn't have good teammates, I probably wouldn't have made those teams. Why am I telling y'all that? Because you guys have an opportunity to be awesome teammates. You already have legacy. The legacy is already here. Your school is built on winning, right? You guys are winners. But now you have to take, you go like, I gotta take this up another step, right? And I gotta ask myself, what's gonna be my legacy? Am I gonna be known as that player that stayed down on myself or didn't believe in myself? Or I'm gonna be known as that player like, yo, that girl can ball, right? Like, you have to figure, am I gonna be that player that understands that everybody is not gonna be an All-American? Everybody is not gonna be a pro in this mix. But everybody can continue to play and go somewhere. Y'all, there's a million schools out there. There's D1, D2, 3, there's NIA, how you say it?
AA.
Yeah. There's HBCUs, and look, HBCU, you're qualified. You're other, okay? Right? There's like, what you call it, the Harvard and the Yale, something like if you're smart. So there's a thing like this. I tell people, everybody ain't gotta be a Carla McGhee. You write your own story. But what you do have to understand is that leather, that piece of leather, it can change your zip code, your altitude, your attitude. That right there can change. And you gotta allow it. So if God gave you a talent, you run with it. But understand this, we all gonna hit walls where we kind of be like, oh, yeah, I'm burnt out. I've been playing ball since I was in the 2nd grade. That is okay. We girls, we go through stuff, y'all. We do. We crazy. We have our little cycles, and we just be all crazy for no reason. We start like boys, we be crazy for all reasons. Like, y'all, it's hell being a woman. It is. Men got the easiest jobs in the world. We got to worry about we cute enough, you know, we got to do this for our hair, you know. And y'all, sometimes, well, beauty is something else, ain't it? But it's okay. It's okay. If you decide, like, I just need a little break, it is okay. What is not okay is not to allow something like this to help you further your education or your life. That's what's not okay. And like I tell people, you can struggle if you want to, but you don't have to, right? I'm sitting in front looking at a group of young ladies that plays for a team, wins a state championship by every year, right? If you ain't winning, you're right there, right? Y'all, people that do that usually are pretty doggone good. I ain't seen too many busters that's always in the state championship. I just haven't seen it, y'all, and I don't seen a lot. And what I will tell you is, just like Jackie told you, if any of y'all or feel like, you know what, well, I'm just not getting attention. Sometimes you gotta help people find out who you are. That's when you use your resources. As I feel as women, we don't leverage our resources. Men, oh, they'll call another man in a heartbeat. Yo, man, what you know about such a? We